Good day, sir. This is my final project for the Arts and Humanities. I will discuss all the topics that we tackle from start to the last topic. First is Arts and Humanities. Humanities refers to visual arts such as painting, architecture, and sculpture, etc. They are the branches of learning concerned with human thought, feeling, and relations. Art is the expression of application of human creative skill and imagination, derived from the word "ars" which means ability and skill. Nabanggit rin sa topic na 'to ang tungkol sa liberal arts and nature of art, also the universality and importance of art, timelessness of art, art intimates life and reality, and art has intrinsic worth, the value is in itself. Next one is studying of arts. Studying arts is all about creative thinking, broadening mindset, and feeding the soul. Unlike technical skills that can be acquired, soft skills are developed over time. Art can be developed. Kapag hindi ka marunong sa art, doesn't mean na hindi ka na matututo. Matututunan mo rin siya over the time. Subject of art. Bawat artwork have their own definition or meaning. Meron itong message na nais sabihin, and there is a deep meaning about that art na ang nakakaalam lang ay yung artist na gumawa. Meron tayong iba't ibang types of subject of art. Still life, landscape, nature, portrait, and abstract. Na-discuss din sa topic na to ang tungkol sa details in the artwork that tells about the person's life. The facial expression, gesture, or pose, clothing, setting, and objects. Next is method of presenting the art subject. In presenting everything, certain methods are employed in order to be effective. For example, the artist uses different methods to express the idea he wants to make clear when presenting. Under that is the following. Realism. Realism is a common way of presenting the art subject. Abstraction. This is used when the artist becomes too interested in one phase of a scene or a situation. Symbolism. It is a visible sign of something invisible such as an idea or a quality. Fauvism. It is an art movement that was established towards the beginning of the 20th century. Dadaism. It was an art movement of the European avant-garde in the early 20s. Futurism was an artistic and social movement that originated in Italy. Surrealism, a movement in art and literature which sought to release the creative potential of the unconscious mind. The visual art. Visual art are forms that create works that are primarily visual in nature. Visual arts can also be applied as industrial, graphic, fashion, interior design, and decorative art. There are three types of visual arts: decorative, commercial, and fine art. Decorative arts that are concerned with the design and decoration of objects. Commercial, this is an art of creative services, referring to art creative commercial purposes. Fine art is an art form practiced mainly for the aesthetic values and beauty. Some example of visual arts are painting, drawing, printmaking, sculpture, ceramics, photography, video, filmmaking, design, crafts, and architecture. Next topic is Photography. Photography is an art form arose from advancements in technology which allowed photographers to manipulate their images to fit their artistic expression. History of photography. The basic concept of photography has been around the 15th century BCE. The first camera obscura. It used a pinhole and a tent to project an image from outside the tent into the darkened area. Next is literature. Literature is a body of written works. Literature may be classified according to a variety of systems including language, national origin, historical period, genre, and subject matter. There are functions of literature, entertainment. Before that, meron ang literature ay may iba't ibang concept like poetry, singing, dancing, etc. Yeah. For the entertainment, literature is used to entertain its readers. Social and political, literature shows how society works around them. Ideological, literature shapes our way of thinking based on the ideas of other people. Moral, literature may impart moral values to its readers. Linguistic, literature preserves the language of every civilization from where it originated. Cultural, literature orients us to the traditions, folk- folklore, and the arts of our ethnic group's heritage. Educational, literature teaches us of many things about the human experience. Historical, keep a record of events that happened in the place where they originated. Next is painting. A painting is an image or artwork created using pigments on a surface such as paper or canvas. The pigment may be in a wet form such as paint or a dry form such as pastels. The media of painting. The basic materials and media in each of the arts is what the artist uses. A clear understanding of their properties will aid us in understanding what artists do and how they work. Dinascuss din dito yung types of medium like color, pencil, anything na materials na ginagamit sa isang painting. Fresco. It will last as long as the wall itself. Example niyan is Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. Oil. Uses a mixture of pigment, linseed oil, varnish, and turpentine to produce either a thick or thin consistency. Watercolor. Pigments of watercolor are bound in water-soluble adhesive such as gum arabic, a gummy plant substance. Example is Winslow Homer's Hound and Hunter. Acrylic, fundamentally a form of plastic resin that dries very quickly and is flexible for the artist to apply and use. Tempera is pigment bound by egg yolk and applied to carefully prepared surface. Example niyan is Madonna and Child enthroned with angels. For our last topic, we have performing arts. Performing arts are such a music, dance, and drama which are performed for an audience. Theater, commonly. Theater concerned with acting out stories in front of an audience using a combination of speech, gesture, music, dance, sound, and spectacle. There are seven classes of voices. Coloratura soprano. It is the highest female register voice. Soprano, high register female voice. Mezzo-soprano, medium register female voice, alto or contralto, low register female voice, tenor, high register male voice, baritone, medium register male voice, and bass, low register male voice. That's all. Thank you for listening.